All right. So let me just go back over. So all of this is stuff we already know. I know these sentences look kind of long. If you haven't seen them before or translated them before, but it's the same stuff we've been learning about: tense, action, subject, location, time, or tense, subject, action, location, time. If there happens to be a pronoun, the only new element that we're adding is the helper verb. So remember, we had the helper verb, and then onna, and then the main verb. Okay. And then a pronoun goes in there somewhere. We'll do this first one together. And then after that, you guys can do 2 through 5 on your own, and then we'll come back and review. Um, so let's do this first one. So I'll just do it piece by piece. We're gonna identify what would be the tense if we were to identify a tense. So I can't go to the game tomorrow. Past, present, or future. And this one's kind of tricky because even though we're saying tomorrow, I'm talking about my current state. So my current state is I can't. So it's I'll just go ahead and say it's present tense. So we have our tense, it's present. So and usually when it's like I can't do this, I can't do that, that will be like okay. So that's present habitual, that is my state, my current state. So and then the action. Okay, now in this case we have a main action and we have a helper action, or a main verb and a helper verb. So which one of these would be well, which are the verbs in English? It does, English or Samoan, doesn't matter.
I can go.
Can't and go. Okay. Yep. So can't or cannot is that's one of our verbs, and then go is the other verb. Thank you. So we have can't, which is kind of like saying in someone would be able, not able, or unable. So that would be our helper verb. Okay, so I'll just put an H right there. That's our helper verb. Our main verb, or our main action, is go. Okay, so can't is, someone says something. Oh, okay. Can't, or to be able to, is mafai. Okay, mafai. So if I can go, that would be emafai. But if I say I can't, elemafai, can't go, and then our other action is go or alu, alu. Okay. Oh, I didn't put alu over there. And then we connect mafai and alu with, anyone remember how we connect this helper verb to the main verb in Samoan?
Ona.
Onna, yep, mafai ona, onna. Oops. Let me actually type it out because I'm sure it's hard to read what I'm writing here. Okay, so mafai ona, and then we have alu is the main verb. And then since we have can't, there's a few different ways we can say this. So how would we I'm not we have I. There's a few different ways that we can say this. How would you say I can't go? So right now we have can't, oops, I'm sorry, lemify. So right now we have can't go. That's what this says. Where do we put the I at? And there's a few different, oh, go ahead. So we could put it either before, we could say elemify on the oalu, right? So remember, all of this is the helper part. We wouldn't say e o alu, but um this is, tense, subject, action. All right. But if we're gonna say, oh wow, okay, let me erase that. So we have le mafai can't, ona, and then we could either say o alu, if anyone, if that was your guess, if you're saying that, or you could say alwa. So this is the way, if we wanted to say the pronoun after the action is going to be a'u. Ele mafai ona alwa. That's one way to say it. The other way is if we're going to say the pronoun before the action. Okay. Ele mafai ona o alu. All right. So I can't go. So it's almost every time it's like you're reading someone like this from the middle to the front to, and then you can read the rest of the sentence. So this is the part that throws people off. Once you get fluent on this, the sentence structure, going starting in the middle, going to the front and back, and you get consistent at that and fluent at that, everything else is kind of easier. So le mafai ona. Here's our subject pronoun is o, and then alu. So ele mafai ona o alu. I can't go. And then how do we finish that sentence off? Oops.
Tayao. Oh no. Tayao is tomorrow morning, yeah.
Say it again. I didn't hear.
Sorry. No, I said Tayao, but Tayao is tomorrow morning. And
Right.
is tomorrow.
Right. So so far on in what we've translated is I can't go. So we just need we have everything except our location and our time. So how will we put our location in there and our time?
Ile Saalonga. And would it just straight to Tayal?
Yep, Tayao. Ele mawhai ona o alu. Oh, I'm sorry. Ele mawhai ona o alu I le ta'alonga Tayao. Ele mawhai ona o alu I le ka'alonga kaiao. So yeah, that's all it is. So everything is the same that we've been learning. The only thing that throws people off when it comes to this, and this is why it just takes, it just takes practice. This is the only extra thing. We're adding the helper verb, right? And then the ona. The helper and the ona. So ele mawhai ona o alu I le ta'alonga taiao. The rest of this is, we already learned it. Tense, subject, and it's the subject because right after the tense and before the action because it's a pronoun. That's the only way we can do it. Tense, subject, action, all of this is our location, and then our time is tie out. Now if we wanted to say the subject after, then it's the way that I was going before. So ele mawhai ona alua'u I le ta'alonga taiao. Okay, but more than likely, people will probably say it like this. I can't go to the game tomorrow. I can't go to the game tomorrow. So this is probably harder than, well, not harder than I thought. This is probably taking up more time than I thought. So we do have a lot of review. So let's just do this. Let's just take 5 minutes, translate these two, do these two right here, and then we'll come back together at 15 after the hour, and then we'll review for a few minutes, and then we'll go on to something else. So for 5 minutes, do 2 and 3, and then we'll come back together. If you have questions, just hit me in the chat. All right, so you guys can just blurt out whatever you have, or we can or I'll just go through piece by piece. So tanga can be, so that means allowed. Whaingaluenga means to work. You can also say fa'atanga, there's a way to say that. It changes it slightly, but not really. She is allowed to work. So does anyone have the whole thing? You can just say it out. If not, then we'll just go piece by piece. Tense, helper, on however it goes like that. Anyone have that one?
Itanga ona ia whaingaluenga i le lima.
Yes, yes. Okay, awesome. All right, so what do I say that? There we go. So etanga ona ia whaingaluenga i le lima. Awesome. So it's a present tense. She is allowed. So a lot of times with the helper verbs, the people are saying, what their current state is. Not all the time, because if someone were to say, yeah, she was allowed or something like that, that would be past tense. But in this case, we're saying e tanga, so allowed, and then we connect allowed with the whaingaluenga, or to work with the ona, and then ia, and then i le lima. There's other ways to say it, but like this is the most common way people will say it. So anyone have anything different than this? There's other ways to say this, because it could be tense subject action the way this is, or it could be tense and then action and then the subject. So if we wanted to, we could say e tanga ona whaingaluenga o ia i le lima. Okay, so I'll just copy that. And all we're doing with what I'm saying now is just, we're going to take this ia, our subject pronoun, and put it after the whaingaluenga. But when it comes after that, most of the time you're going to hear oia. So that just takes knowing the pronouns before the action, which is ia, she. It can also be he or it, like an animal or something like that. Snail, it doesn't matter. And then, but if you want to say it afterwards, most of the time people say oia. So e tanga ona ia whaingaluenga i le lima, e tanga ona whaingaluenga o ia i le lima. Awesome. No questions? All right. So number 5. All right. Okay. Number 5. Oh, not number 5. Number 3. Anyone have number 3? We usually go to Monterey in December. And then Masani is the word for usually, and Malanga is travel.
E masani ona mātou manani i December. E masani
I heard the first part. So I heard e Masani ona ia. Did you say ia? Well, I'll leave it at that. So I heard e Masani ona, so usually, and then we just have to finish out. There, and again, there's several different ways that we can say it. So, and a few different ways we can say it from here. So how about we finish this part? So we exclusive. If we wanted to do, okay, so far we have our tense, then we have our helper, and our helper verb is usually, and then ona, and then so that's the new part. So if we were to say tense and then subject, what's the subject for we 3 exclusive, or us 3?
Mato.
Mato, yep. Mato. So e masani on the mato, and then what would come after the mato? That's gonna be our main action. So our main action is
Oh,
yeah, okay, yeah. If we say go, yeah, if we usually go, then that would be O. Yep. Or if we say travel, then it would be malanga. Let's just so O is the plural form of go or plural form of alu. So we say, oh, e masani ono mako o. We usually go, and then what's after the O? It's gonna be our location. So how do we start our
E,
um E
E
and
Monterey.
then E Monterey? Yep, E Monterey. And then we have our time is going to be in December. So how would we say that? And it's almost the same as yeah, the rules still follow the location principle. So if we were to say in December, so how would we say in December?
Would it also be E again?
So ite
Sema.
sema. Ite sema. Okay, yep. So we'll say like that. But however, when it comes to months are yeah, it's names, months, and
Yeah.
Oh,
it could
okay.
also be like plural pronouns, but when we're talking about time, like Tesema, it'll be ya Tesema. So emasani ono o I'm sorry, emasani ono mato o I Monterey. I even spelled Monterey wrong. Ya Tesema. Okay, someone said something here. Te Monterey. Okay, no. Yeah, it wouldn't be it would just be to Monterey. So to Monterey, and then in December. So yeah, December. So this was a little difficult, and I know we probably spent half the class on this. What we'll do, we'll come back to this part. We're gonna come back to the helper verb thing. Monterey is a proper. Okay, yeah. So I guess because it's a place. I don't know. I usually hear people say Otealui, like St. Louis, Otealui. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look that up. That's a great question because it technically is a proper noun, but I always hear people say like different cities, they'll use E, but that doesn't mean it's correct. But I always hear people say it like that. So, but E Monterey, E. Yeah, I'll look up I'll look that rule up and just to make sure. But the way that I hear people say it is like E and then to the place. So although it's a proper noun, um, it's a place. So, but yeah, I'll look that up. That's a great question. Awesome question. So let's get into our review. I think this will be kind of fun because everyone will be familiar, well, most people will be familiar with these things. We'll come back to le'i. Le'i just means not yet. So instead of le, I'll just kind of gloss over this. Instead of le, like ote le fi'alu, I don't want to go. Le'i, if le'i just means not yet. So for example, ote le'i, fa'afelua'i. So fa'afelua'i means like to introduce or to meet. Le faiaonga I le afaipese. So I have not yet met Fa'afelua'i le Faiaonga, the teacher in the choir. I haven't met the teacher in the choir. You could also say ole afaipese. That changes the context a little bit. But the main thing I want you to get is like le'i, not yet. And you put that with the verb fa'afelua'i, not yet met. Okay. Same thing with here. This one is going to be tense, subject, and the subject is our pronoun. Ia, he or she, not yet, seen the boat in the sea. So she or he, it's past tense, so sa. So sa ia le'i va'aia. Le va'a i le sami. So I probably should have said so it wouldn't be confusing. This is different sort of context. Let's keep it for now. So oh that wouldn't work. So past tense sa ia le'i va'aia. So she was not yet looking at the boat in the sea. So that would take a little extra explanation. Let me not go there right now. That's because I'm trying to get to our review. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to this right here. Make a note of that. Let me get to our review real fast. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. Oh, we also need to do before and after. Aile'i is before, a'ole'i is also before. We'll start that next time. And then after is inaua uma, and then a'uma. We'll come back to that. So let's get into our review. I think this will be a little bit more fun and not as frustrating for anyone that's lost right now. So remember, most of our sentences, we're going to start with a tense marker, and then a tense marker connects with an action. So if we were to say fesoswani, the word fesoswani by itself, if you look it up on Google, means help, right? So if we say will help, how do we say will help in Samoan? And you can just blurt it out. We're just gonna go all the way through this. Like I said, we're just gonna review, and more review until the end of next week. So how do we say will help?
Ole a.
Ole a, yep, ole a,
Yeah.
and then fesoswani. So we have to put our tense and our action together. So ole a. Oops, where's my? There we go. Ole a, oh, ole a, and the a would have the mamafa over it. So ole a, and then the soani. All right. So will help. Will help. We're just breaking the sentence down piece by piece, and we're going to start with tense markers and the action. You see here with the picture, tense marker and the action. So the next one is going to be has helped. It's present tense. Because it we could probably put it in another tense as well, but let's just say someone is asking me and I'm updating them. I'm saying whatever happened to the I'm not good at this part. Well, anyway, I update somebody and I say, yeah, he's helped him. He has helped him. So how would we say that? Just the tense and the action part.
Ua fesoswani.
Yep. Ua fe soani. Yep. So has helped. Now, what's the next one? If we were to say just helped, it's a past tense helped. It's over and done the action with. But the action is over and done with. Did I say that right? Action. Yeah. Helped. Past tense. Help.
No.
Nah. Yep. Nah. Fair. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. Fit. I think it's just fit. Fit is one. Yeah. I'm saying fair. Oops. Fair soani. Nah, fesa soani. So that's number 3. And the number 4 is helping. Is currently helping.
Olo'o.
Olo'o. Olo'o fesa soani. Yep. And then you might even hear people say o fesoa fesoa soani. And I'm only bringing that up because you might say like I thought only nouns are gonna be after the O. Well, if they say like O and then any action or adverb or not adverb, oh yeah, adverb or adjective, Adjectives describe the noun, adverbs describe a verb. If they come in this position right here, and you hear o, that's because this is just a short abbreviated version of olo'o. So olo'o fesosoani, o fesosoani means the same thing. This is just the abbreviated version of it. Okay. And then if someone says help, help, they're like crying out. It's a command, sort of, but it's a you know they're just saying help. They're just asking for help. We didn't go over this that much, so
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
so
So on.
soani. Yep, yeah, soani. Yep, exactly. So just like that. So if someone tells you, like, if they're giving you a command, that's a command tense marker. They're saying help. You're like, yeah, fesosoani. Or like if they're just saying, if they're drowning, they probably won't even say that part. They'll just say, yeah, fesosoani might. They'll say fesosoani might. Help to me. Or like fesosoani aku de, like that person. So help that person. We haven't got to that part. I think we have a whole page of review with these, but on this, if someone just says help, they might just say if it's so might. But if I'm commanding you to help somebody, it would just be yeah, if it's so somebody might just say, yeah, help. Okay, so on this one, it's the same exercise basically, but I think we're added a couple different tense markers. So malama means to understand. So if we say understood, how would we translate that? Understood. My recording. Understood. So we just need our tense marker and the action. So understood, past tense, it's an over and done type of malama. So it's na ma lama lama. Oh, someone said something. Let me see. Yep, Christian said na ma lama lama. Yep, exactly. And then we could also use ua, but it just depends on how the sentence is worded in the context. And then some people would even say sa, but again, that takes more understanding of the context. So we just kind of do this straight out. So understood is past tense understood. I'm sorry. A past tense malama lama is going to be understood. So has understood. So if I update you and you're like, what's going on with oh boy? Yeah, he has understood the assignment. He has understood the assignment. I told it to him, he got it. So what would be that one? Has understood.
Ua.
Well, yeah. So remember the update. If I update you on something, even though it already happened, it's pretty recent. So I'm updating you, and now you're getting. I would say, yeah, malam letama. Like the boy has understood. Like he's understood. Like we've been trying to explain this new weird math, and I didn't get it, but he got it. Malam now I can't spell. Lama le. Oh wait, that's going too far. Okay, understands. So if we were to say understand, so that's like my current present. Yep. Ma lama lama. Ma lama lama. Understand. So every day, this. He gets it. She gets it. Yep. Ma lama lama. They get it. Was understanding. So like this would, in this kind of instance, like I'm talking about, oh yeah, yeah, he was understanding that new complicated math for no reason. The Yep, sa. Yep, so it's a past tense. And although it's past tense, maybe I'm telling the story like, the story's still going on. So then like sa ma lama lama, ma lama lama. And then we'll understand. So it's the future understand.
Ole a.
Ole ah, yep. Ole ah. Ole ah. Yep. And that the ah again would have the fatma mafa over it. So again, all we're talking about here, we're saying we're talking about the tense and the action. Tense and the action. So it's just an exercise of knowing what's the proper tense is. So we have another exercise with tenses. And again, if you guys are like, okay, we got it. This is I said on Tuesday we're gonna rub it in until we get it. So here's another tense marker exercise. And then some people, if you were here last 8 weeks, you probably seen this one already. So Carlo went. Carlo went. All we're doing is we're gonna pick the correct tense marker for each one of these. We're gonna go down these. I think, yeah, we got another tense marker 10. We got another tense marker. So we're gonna do all of these until everybody's like, okay, this is so easy. We got it. So Carlo went. Carlo went. Again, these can be a few different kind of tense markers. It just depends on the context. So whatever comes to your mind, just shout it out and we can. Carlo went would be
Eh.
a like that.
Yes.
So okay, so this is more like Carlo goes. So it's present tense and ealu Carlo, like Carlo goes. So it's present tense. This is and goes. Presently goes. Carlo goes. Someone says Ua. Yep. So Ua. So if we say Ua, Carlo has went. Carlo has went. Where's my? So if we were to say Ua, okay. So Ua is like Carlo has went. So in that context, yeah, that would be correct. If we say Carlo has went. What's another way we can say this? Carlo went.
Nami.
Nah, right, because it's a past tense. Carlo went is past tense. Past tense. All right. So nalu Carlo. And then if it's a longer, Carlo went to the here to the there, then we would have our location, and finish that statement off. All right. Yep, nah, exactly, nah. And then if someone were to say nah, that wouldn't be incorrect. Because people, like I said, people say that all the time, but that was more like Carlo was going. Carlo was going. Okay. Would you use ua or nah? Would you use nah or ua? In this particular one, if you want to be precise, just for this test, it would be nah. Nah ua, I'm sorry, nah alu Carlo. So this is past tense. This is just saying Carlo went. Past tense. He did the action, it's over and done. Carlo went. But if we were to say ua, remember the ua is the update. So I'm updating you, letting you know, oh, what happened to Carlo? Carlo was just here. He was sitting down, talking to everybody, playing cards, and where did he go? I say ualu Carlo. Like Carlo has went. Carlo has went. So that's the difference between ua and na. Okay, it's a slight difference, but Ua would be presently updating you on what happened to him, and then Na is past tense, over and done. That's Carlo went, he's gone. Okay, Lisa will sing. Number 2, Lisa will sing. What's our tense marker? Yep. Oh well, not that one. So if I say pese Lisa, that's presently, that's just her state. That's what state of being. Lisa sings. Pese Lisa. Lisa sings this, or she sings that. Yeah, will sing is gonna be olea. Olea. O oops. Olea. I know this is ugly, but olea. All right, so we'll sing Lisa. We'll sing Lisa. Olea pese Lisa. Okay, awesome. It was raining. It was raining. How do we say that one? So it's past, present, or future. Let me see. Sa. Yep, sa. So it's a past tense. So for example, again, if I were to take you back in my story, and I'm telling you my story, but at the time that I'm telling it, like right now here it's 9:41. So if someone asked me like, well, what was happening? What was going on? And they're talking about at 5 o'clock when I saw Carlo. And when Carlo was here, sa timu ifafu, like it was raining outside. It was raining outside. Sa timu, it was raining. So I'm taking you back in time. And although that it's past tense, I'm telling you about a time where this action was still going on. So sa is like the olo'o of the past. Sa is the olo'o of the past. So if someone's telling you a story, olo'o, remember that is present tense. Like an action is going on right now. But if I say sa, I'm telling you it was raining. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're going in the past, but the action is going on in my story that I'm telling you. Yeah, it was raining at this particular time. Sa timu. Okay. Longo will walk home. Longo will walk home. What's our so we have Savali Longo ilefale. Longo will walk to the house. What would be our tense?
Olea.
Yep. So it's future, in the future. So just like number 2, anytime you see will walk, will sing, will cry, will whatever action is going to be olea. Olea. Okay. Olea. Mickey's car is red. So mumu le ta'avalea Mickey. Mumu le ta'avalea Mickey. So what would be our tense marker? Past, present, or right. So it's because it's present, and that's just what it is. Anytime you see is, that's that's presently. Oh, yeah, except for ete is for pronouns. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So well, no, you said /te, so that's different. So yeah, it wouldn't be te, it would definitely be Te would be for pronouns. So mumu le ta'avalea Miki. Mumu le ta'avalea Miki. We'll get to the pronouns probably is looking like maybe next week. So the boy is eating. The boy is eating. So how we olo'o. Olo'o. And that's our clue right there. Anytime you see ing after the what do you call that? The verb, the action, then that is going to be olo'o. Unless we're talking about if we say was eating, just like what was the other word was sa? Was raining. So was raining, that's past tense. So that would be sa. Okay. So that's when I said that's the olo'o of the past, was raining, was, and any action is going to be sa. Okay. But if it's present tense, the boy is eating, is right now, currently doing the action, the ing, olo'o. Past tense, ing, sa. Okay, that's the only difference between sa and olo'o. Sa is past tense, ing, was raining. Olo'o is present tense, ing. So is eating, olo'o ai letama. Olo'o ai letama. All right. There's other ways we can flesh it out, but if you got this part, this is where we're at. So Simi was happy. Simi was happy. What's our tense marker?
Would it be sa?
Yep. So it's just past tense. And then at that time in the past, sa fia Simi. You know, Simi was happy last time I saw him. So and I guess that's why this is here, because although it's not ing, was, and that's an not an adjective. What do you call that? Yeah, it's an adjective. So like people wouldn't say happying, you know. So verbs would be like, you know, they would have the ing. But when you're talking about you know, like an adjective, this something that's describing, then it's just that. But when you put the was in front of it, it's gonna be was happy. Sa fia was happy. Sa fia simi. Sa fia simi. Okay. So we have Hannah will sleep. I think this one is probably, yeah, you guys got that. Simi was being happy. Yep. Simi was being happy. Right. Thank you. That's a great way to put it. Simi was being happy. So yeah, sometimes in translation it's a little it's not one to one like that, you know, but Simi was being happy. Simi was being happy. So how do we say Hannah will sleep? Hannah will sleep for number 8. We had this a couple of times, so yeah, there we go. Ole a, ole a, ole a. Okay, Mele is old. Yep, anytime you see that the is and it's, you know it's present tense, we're talking about the current state. Mele is old, and then it's the same for this one. Lene is fat. So not nice, but it's we have, well, both of these are adjectives, so we're describing. So like right now, that's the state of what, you know, these people's what they're saying. All right, I think we have one more tense marker thing. If you guys like really got it, then we can just move on. These are a little bit more are longer. You guys want to try more tense markers, or you want to, oh, this even more tense markers? Jeez. Okay. I tell you what, I'll save these for the next class. We'll start with tense markers again. And then let's go to subjects. Just to do something different. So let's match these up. Opasi. Which one is this? So what we're doing is we're just gonna match the number. Opasi is, it could be number 1 all the way down to number 10. Which one do we have?
1.
So number 1. So opasi the bus. Okay, so that's 1. Eva, we have Eva, which is gonna be
Oh,
number
yeah.
9. Number 9, a story. So no, maybe I messed it up. Oh, sorry. Okay, she said sorry meant 8. So the buses. Okay, exactly. So the buses. So it's a subject. Remember, so how we form our subject phrases? We have the O and then the subject. And then if there's a limiter in between, like the bus, then we would say ole pasi. If it's a bus, we say ose pasi. If it's some buses, we say oni pasi. If it's the buses, the multiple buses, then we would say number 8. The buses opasi. So this is the plural. That's the plural way to say the buses. We wouldn't say opasi or le pasis or whatever. I know people say it like that. That's the only reason why I brought up that example. But yes, let me clear that out. Number 8, opasi. So the buses. All right. So olene tangamea. Tangamea, just to save time, that means laundry. So how do we, what is that? Which number is this? Olene tangamea.
10.
10. This laundry. So we have our old noun tense marker, okay? Because all of it, there's no action here. We're just identifying. When we're identifying a noun phrase, all of these are going to be noun phrases. There's no actions again. We have O. We're identifying it is, if you wanted to say it like that. We have this, and then we have laundry. This laundry. So number 10. Awesome. That goes there. Ofiti lona ingoa. Ofiti lona ingoa. Which number is that?
7.
7. Yep, 7. So, and then another way to say that, since that one was easy, I think it's the only. What's another way to say ofiti lona ingoa? We would just flip it around, and just like, we would say olona ingoa o fiti, olona ingoa o Tony, olona ingoa o Viliamu, or do you just put their name right there? So ofiti lona ingoa. So there's, two ways you can say it, you just flip it around. Oletama lele, oletama lele, olekama lele. Which
5.
number is that? 5. So let me go to number 5. That boy. Yep. So lele is over there, and then tama is boy. So the thing about it is we have to make sure, if we were to say otama lele, remember it kind of wouldn't make sense because this makes it plural. If we take away the le, then it would be like the boys there, but lele is singular. So if you were to take lele and put it in the back, we have to keep the tama singular. So ole tama lele. So that boy. So ole tama by itself is the boy, and then lele is that far away. So ole tama lele. 5. Awesome. Ole pasi.
Casi.
Kasi. Ekasi. Yep. So Olepasi. Ekasi. Awesome. So the bus. It is the bus. The singular bus. Awesome. Number 6, Osetala. Osetala.
Lefa.
Uh,
9.
say again. You said 9. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so 9. A story. It is a story. It is a story. Tala. Osetala. 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 Awesome. All right. Oletanga melena. Oletanga melena.
2.
2. That. So we have that. And then a singular laundry. So that laundry. Awesome. 2. Elua. All right. Olonatala. Olonatala. Olonakala.
Her story.
Fa.
Her story. Yep. Fa. Fa. There we go. Oops, that don't look like a fa. All right. Ola opasi. Ola opasi.
3.
Tony.
Yep. 3. Ekolu. Yep. Ekolu. Yep. And then the last one. Ola utanga mel. Ola fafkauli. Ola utanga mel. Ola faftauli.
Ono.
Ongo. Yep. My laundry. So my multiple laundry is your problem. So if we were to say Olau Tangamea, so it would still be like we're saying the same thing, but this is my multiple laundry. So maybe I have multiple laundries if I just said Oau Tangamea. But in this case, well, which one came? Well, I'll just say if I say olau, it doesn't really matter. I'm still saying my laundry. My singular laundry is your problem. Lau tauli. Someone said something here. Right. So six. All right. So let's look at the next slide. All we're gonna do is go back and do more review. So we'll do more tense subject. Let me see. Okay. So when we come back, we're gonna do these just to make sure everyone has it. If you guys are like, okay, we got it. Then we're gonna move on. So A and O class. So we'll do this last. We got 4 minutes. I think we can fly through these. Vi is A class or O class?
Oh,
O. Body parts are gonna be O class. So if I say my leg, how do I translate that? The whole subject phrase.
Olo'uvai.
Olo'uvai.
O, yep, Olo'u. Olo'u vai. I wouldn't say Ola'uvai because leg body parts is gonna be a O class possession. So we would say Olo'uvai. 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 All right. His brother. So is Uso A class or O class?
A.
Uso is a brother. So you don't pick your brother, you don't pick your mom or your dad. So these would be a O class. Yeah, so if I were to say Olau, oh, I'm sorry, wait. Well, how do we say his brother? How do we say his brother?
Louso.
Olona.
Olona, yep, Olona. And then
Uso.
that would Uso, yep, Olona Uso. So his brother, if we say Olana Uso, then we're making the brother a class, and brother is not gonna be it's an O class every time. And now if we were to say something like this, then we're changing the context a little bit. Maybe I'm not talking about my actual brother from birth. Maybe I'm talking about like you know um some guy who maybe I grew up with and I'm just calling him my brother, something like that. But for the most part, if you're when in Samoan, when people are talking about a brother or a sister or a familial tie that they did not pick, it's going to be O class. Okay, so we'll start here and then we'll do the other tenses, but we're going to go through each and every section that we talked about over the past 7 weeks until you guys are like, no, we're like, we got this, let's just move on. All right. So that every concept is, everyone has it. So if you have questions, you can hang around. I'm here to talk about it. If not, then I'll see you guys on Sunday if you guys want to come Sunday, or not, then on Tuesday. Malo. Spouses, okay. So To'olua is a spouse. People say them some people say O class, some people say A class. I always just say O class. To me, that's safe. Yeah. But yeah, boyfriends is gonna be A class. Boyfriend, girlfriend, that's all A class. You pick your girlfriend, your boyfriend, but someone, to me, like if when you go get married, you do your puipo and all of that, your marriage, your wedding, then you do that before God. To me, that's like God picked them for you. But technically, not technically, but it's just all on how whatever you believe. But like people go back and forth. Some people say whenever it comes to husbands and wives, spouses, some people say A class, some people say O class. As far as I'm concerned, it's interchangeable. But for me, I always just say O class. I always use O class. Yeah. That's just a safe pick.
And
Five.
what about like if you say like this is my child or this is my baby, I understand that they're both A class as well.
Yeah, they're A class because you have authority. You're you're over and above your baby. So your baby is it's so that's like based on the relationship. So your
But if you
relationship
say
with
that,
your kids.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so like or found out like my children. So if you have multiple kids, that would be like A class. So that's when but sometimes I hear people say O class as well. O found out. But that's
But if
more
you
like
say, but if you say that, like my son would be in O class, right?
right. Well, um you could say O class as well, but like
Oh,
in that relationship, since you're over your son. I'm sorry. Since you're over your son, like if you were to say Olaufa now, like I'm sorry, or Olauali'i or Olo'u, I hear both ways, so it really doesn't matter. But like, now I won't say it doesn't matter, but since you're over your son, you're talking about your relationship with them with him. So you could use A class, but if you use an O class, it's also you know um I mean you didn't really pick your kid or anything like that, so to me it doesn't matter. Like I would use A or O class on that one.
oh,
But
okay.
but whenever someone uses A class, it's understood that they're talking about their relationship. Like I told my kid, so I told my kid to do his homework. So if I were to say, if I use A class in that context, I'm saying kind of expressing my relationship with my son, and it's okay to say in Samoan culture, my that's my A class son. But if it's O class, maybe you're giving a langa in front of people and you're saying, you just kind of want to respect everybody on a more equal level. So you use O class. So that would be
Oh,
sort of the difference when you use it. But when you're talking about children, definitely, and you're the authority over them, A class is okay. Just depends on the context.
okay.
If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense.
Okay.
Pavtai lava uh yeah, place names. Ya is for persons and months. Yep, not for proper nouns in general. So, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, persons and months. Yeah, so Monterey. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so sometimes Christian, like I'll know how to say it. I just don't know the exact rule. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad
Yeah,
you brought that up. So,
that's how language works. You know what sounds normal because you hear it all the time, but
right.
why?
Yeah. Yeah, so let me copy that just and then because I have that book. I just for some reason I was like, man, I don't know the rule, but yeah, copy
So,
paste. Okay, awesome, got that. Patatira lava, Manuel
Bye.
po. All right, Manuel po. I'll see you guys.